Spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm dropping the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm the winner.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
The Browns kicker, Cody Parkey, all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
I remember talking with a scout about him, and he said, you know, I love the fact that he was a high school basketball player. He does so many things with his legs to keep plays alive. But he did the same thing as a basketball player, kind of a point guard, knows where the ball's supposed to go, and knows how to deliver it to the open man.
Darnold on first down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. Open man is Denzel Mims. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Gore. He gets away from one.
Frank Gore, the ball.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
New York.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Darnold escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of 3 yards.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Jets 3.
So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
1st down.
Here's Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They go with Chubb on second down. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Hey, watch it. Switch. Run.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns 3.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Mike 46. All day, King. 46 and Mike 46. I got it.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 3 yards out. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Lining up for the extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New York set to take the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, 75 yards. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use, than that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you go to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game,
taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, 52 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
On the return, Corey Ballantyne. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
New York ready to go again offensively. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. There goes Frank Gore. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Frank Gore, 39 yards as they have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
a run for Nick Chubb
at the 18-yard line.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Mayfield finding Odell Beckham with a touchdown pass, as his guys have now moved out in front. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up the first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gore. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Able to connect with Mims. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
15. First down, Jets.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Jacob Phillips on the tackle.
To throw is Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the ground game here. Gore. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Frank Gore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They run. Chubb. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's another Browns First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first and 10, Mayfield going to throw deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So still a little bit of time following the made field goal, but we are tied as the kick's away.
You're gonna make everything happen.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And this is picked up by the Browns. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter.
3 brings up second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield, that's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Mayfield looks to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, it's scored. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now on second down, this is Gore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Jets 29.
That's his third field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pick.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption. Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
On the keeper, John Franklin Myers on the tackle. 1-yard gain.
Mayfield down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's now third down and 9.
On third down, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On second and goal, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own.
The Browns defense getting ready. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers, the offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
Pickup brings up second and 4.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. That's caught right side by Mims. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Another carry now for Gore. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The score, Browns 40. Jets.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this carries into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And the Browns getting set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They run it again with Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
For the Cleveland Browns.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
At the 43-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
On the ground, it's Chubb, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And finding the tight end Hooper.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Terrell Basham able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but I'm back.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Jenkins. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Darnold and the Jets now. Down by 8. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line. New York set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here's Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mayfield. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he'll be taken down at the 18. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. Gore hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the